Hades bringing you a Fallout 4 video. So the reason I'm playing Fallout 4 here is we're gonna get a PlayStation 5 update for it sometime later this year, according to Bethesda. Then sometime next year should be uh, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 6 should be coming out, and after that we're gonna get Fallout 5. Hopefully, according to uh, Bethesda's timeline, that should be what we should be getting. But I don't know if we're going to get another Fallout game relatively soon after the new Elder Scrolls comes out. For the simple fact is, Fallout 76 was a bust. A lot of people I know that played it. I watched the gameplay. Cher played it with them. Played it at a couple of friends' houses just to test it out to see if I liked it. And to be honest, I didn't like Fallout 76. The whole co-op thing's actually nice, but the whole PvP aspect just is kind of what turned me off on it. Yeah, you know, you should be able to load into a game with your friends, run around in suits of power armor, kill ghouls, super mutants, all that thing. So I decided to re-download this. I've got just about 1,500 hours put into it in grand total. So we are playing. I am going to be playing with mods here. Go through the list and show you the mods that I do like to use, and explain a little bit about that. So of course, first mod is the cheat room, and I do have the expansions in there for Far Harbor and Nuka World. The settlement electricity overhaul is just basically so I can have a wireless fuse box. So I don't have to run wires to every little thing that I want to build. The armor and weapons keyword. I like to run simple grain because, I mean, it's 200 years after the bombs fell. Grass has got to start growing again. I mean, look at Chernobyl. Things are starting to grow back there after that whole incident with the nuclear power plant. The UCO base game I like is because I can mostly wear any kind of Under Armour that I can wear road leathers with armor over top of it. I like that. Pre-walled settlements. I do have settlement attacks turned off, but I like the pre-walled settlements so I don't have to spend the time building walls. The settlement resource is basically for the water pump and for each NPC to be able to farm 6 food instead of 1. And I do have the simple green, yellow, and red Nuka World plugin too. Better graphics, darker nights, rainier weather, interior visual overhaul. The good, the bad, and the ugly mod, basically friendly targets are green, hostile targets are red, dead targets are like a bluish purplish color, and they're all highlighted. It also works with power armor. That's the T45 up to XO1, including the Raider power armor helmets, but the XO2 and the XO3 are not compatible with this mod, which sucks. I like their helmets, but I can't find a mod that that's like this one that I can do that since I'm on PlayStation. Can't add new scripts in. That sucks. I got a immersive one just for the movement. No recoil because recoil sucks. The hardcore so that you take a little bit of more increased damage with certain things. to settler food caps so they can farm 25 food instead of just 6. And my favorite mods are the zombie walkers. Basically makes all the ferals in the game move like, slow zombies. And I have the replacement mods for super mutants, creatures, gunners, and raiders. The limited Minutemen quest one is so that I don't get stuck with 3 of them at a time. That's always just been a pain. Of course, no settlement attacks. Another one of my favorite ones is the only rain weather for the Commonwealth, Far Harbor and Nuka World. So it basically just rains all the time. And adding that in with the rainier weather mod makes it really nice. I have 0 XP mod. Basically, if you hit a certain point in the game or a certain level, it'll stop saving. Tells you, oh, you got to delete 0 kilobytes of data to save. That happens when you create too many things in the chem station, you download too many mods, you download too much Creation Club content. So hopefully with the PS5 version that Bethesda is supposed to release later this year for Fallout 4 fixes that problem. I did have to find a mod for the Deliverer because the sights indoors were just too bright for the glow sights, and you couldn't even see really where you were shooting at. I do have fast travel enabled for survival mode, but I like to use that one with the accelerated fast travel so that every time I fast travel, I don't have to constantly eat something or drink or that sort of thing. And then, of course, the clean and smooth complete update so that I don't have to get rid of all the junk inside the settlements. But as you can see, I mean, my 44 mag does 4,800 damage, which is what it should be for survival. I mean, it's a 44 caliber handgun. That thing should blast a hole in pretty much anything. Of course, I made took the handmade rifle since it is an AK, and I like AKs. I just happened to put the SVD stock on it. It made it a compact. I like the CR74L as well. Because in real life, you'd be able to carry 2 rifles and at least 3 handguns. You can have the shoulder holsters, so you have the 2 right underneath your armpits, and then the one on your side, however that would work. And of course, I have tents that I can just drop and sleep whenever I need to, but I try not to do that because of the extra damage I get for the adrenaline rush. Also, I should have no fall damage because according to my backpack, I have the free fall mod on there. So I have the modular military backpack. The Under Armour is the good, the bad, and the ugly mod. It's basically just long johns. I do have the Chinese stealth armor, and the mod that I have for it allows me to craft the pieces to it, and allows me to also wear combat armor over top of it. I also have a mod for Pit Boys that you can give to your companions. So, each of my companions gets their very own Pit Boy. And Morgan's spacesuit, because it is so much better than, having a damaged hazmat suit. Oh no, radiation's coming through my helmet. My face is going to melt off while you're in the middle of the glowing sea fighting Deathclaws. That's the last thing you want. So, I haven't quite tested the free fall, so let's do that. And it doesn't work. Okay. So that's nice. Well, that sucks. Now, as you can see, the helmet is kind of like yellowish, and now it's flat. Now, indoors, the helmet, I noticed, changes to like an orange-ish color. The reason I have two deliverers is because I've got one without it. One with a suppressor, one without a suppressor.
Permission granted. Welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir.
Well, you got a lot of pockets.
And I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request. Place the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Pridwen and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Captain Kells.
So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
Looks can be deceiving.
Which is precisely why I personally insist on scrutinizing every recruit who boards this vessel. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head... Dismissed, Initiate.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our beneath the Commonwealth. There is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute's scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
No matter how many battles we win, there's always another fight ahead of us.
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Paladin Dance's reports were quite clear regarding your feelings toward the Brotherhood. And he concludes that you'd be an asset to us. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Prydwen and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Prydwen, soldier. Make us proud.
Okay, so every time I play, I like to side with the Brotherhood of Steel. Now, there is a way to have every faction, except for the Institute, of course. Alright. And one reason for the simple cleanup is, look, everything's all nice and organized and I don't have to do it. Resource container. Sure. I'll take all that crap. Let's see. Take that stuff too. Okay, so let's see here. Crafting. I'm gonna need a armor workbench. Weapons workbench. And I don't need no Nuka-Cola mixers. While I was looking through my apparel, you might have noticed that my damage resistance for ballistic is set at 10,000. But it's actually 9,999. That's because the one mod I have is OP Weapons, I believe is what it's called. So in the Root Cellar and Sanctuary, there's magazines, increased VATS, bullet sponge, you take 1% damage, you know, that sort of thing. Yes, it makes me pretty much invincible for the most part. Where is it? I know it's in here. basically I have it so that I can get the OP charisma ring so I can pass every speech check. There's 4 skill magazines. The kill shot 2.0 is like McCready's perk before the nerf. Expanded to all body parts, gives you 95% chance hit, so you don't even have to put any skill points into your VATS in order to do that. Weapon skills, scope stability, critical charge rate, bash, crit, chance and damage, no draw weapon effect, weight effect, and it lowers your VATS AP cost. The convenience kills I don't use because I don't mind running out of AP points while I'm trying to run around and have to, walk a little bit till they recharge or pop a Nuka-Cola to recharge them up. But the Bullet Sponge one is all incoming damage set to 1%, enemy critical hit chance is set to 0, all armor rating for ballistic is like 10,000, and minimum explosion, stagger, and limb damage. Let's see here. And of course I have the Brotherhood of Steel paint. The one thing about the 44 is the sights, but hey, what are you going to do? Okay, so they're going to give me a set of power armor. That's cool. Let's pop back up this thing up to Red Rocket quick. I like using Red Rocket as my main hub for all my stuff. Only companions I have here is Codsworth, Ada, Piper, and of course, dog meat. And I have dog meat changed to a Rottweiler because Rottweilers are mean. Not by nature. They're trained to be mean. So, I mean, in an apocalypse, yeah, the German Shepherd was nice, but I didn't really see the point in running around with a Dalmatian or Golden Retriever. I like the Rottweiler. That's just personal preference. So out of the cheat room, I took all the antibiotics out of a container, all the corn out of a container, Deathclaw steaks, Nuka-Cola Quantums, ice cold, because who wants to drink a warm soda? Mirelurk Queen steaks, purified water, so I always have, a spot to restock water if I need to, and Queen Mirelurk meat, just in case I feel like doing some cooking. I've got a lever action, which is basically a Winchester. I was running around with a machete for a while, but didn't feel it. Nuka grenades could actually probably take some of those to sell around at places, and of course, Paladin Dance gave me this. Let's take that out. the photon agitator in it. Improved automatic barrel. Improved sights. Fine beam focuser. Now, for the legendaries, I mean, you can add 2-shot into most of them, which is what I did, but I like the Deadeye because it slows down for a moment. So, should have at least one energy weapon. So what I'm going to do is drop the AK off with the 7.62 rounds, fusion cores. The slugs can go in there. Could probably get rid of those. Okay. So, I just need a fusion cell, which I can get down here. As you can see, I'm at level 200. I have all the skills I want.
If you're thinking safety, a long-range rifle lets you stay in cover and...
Uh-huh. Let's see what you have.
Okay, so I need a fusion cell here. Okay, I'll take the 31 of those. Now, I'd like to know how they keep screwing up fusion cores. I also have a mod for rich vendors, because, you know, that way I can just sell them crap. Don't need a cigar box. Don't need those, don't need that. Gold is valued at 7, really. Don't need antifreeze, don't need soap. You know, and I have a lot of that, so. What I like to do is, I like to, well, that's a lot of us. Okay. Should probably put the reflex sight on this just to be
don't talk to me.
Well, then get the hell out of here, lady. You don't want me to talk to you. I need to use this workbench. Fuck.
The hub of space for all Diamond City right here.
Heard what you said about Diamond City. Glad to see that.
Who wants to look beautiful? Hairstyles, lacrosse.
Read about the man at a time. Vault Dweller wakes up after 200 years.
Okay, I'm going to go back to the Prude one now. Also going to lower my sound settings. Let's see, settings, audio. Drop the master volume down a little bit. A couple notches for that, a couple notches for that. Okay. There.
Tighten up the meter.
Like that?
Now split the difference.
There?
I heard that Elder Max got a scar on his... Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight. I can't believe super mutants were human once. How could science have gone so wrong?
Dr. Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just... what if I miss?
Don't.
Okay, sure. Firing. So how did it look out there?
Well,
Paladin Danse.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Max?
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without his determination, we'd be lost. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
So what's all this about you being my sponsor?
Elder Maxson is understandably particular when it comes to new recruits. He believes in order to keep the Brotherhood strong, we have to bond as brothers. As your sponsor, it's my duty to travel with you throughout the Commonwealth to ensure that our ideals are being observed. That's why I'm so concerned about your performance in the field.
I won't let you down, Danse. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
Well now, wondered when I'd see you again.
Welcome back, Paladin. Welcome home.
Glad to hear someone say that. Listen, I didn't have a chance to thank you properly before. I'm not sure I still have a place here. I've been away for too long. Maybe I'm not cut out for the Brotherhood anymore. But I'll give it time. I owe it to you and to my team. Thank you for giving me another chance.
Hey, welcome to the stream.
Hopefully the next recovery team will bring it
Please remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content.
Glad you finally stopped by.
Okay, now, let's see, tour of duty. Alright, so, first things first. Let's go get the power armor.
If you run into any sense.
There, try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about.
What is...
Not what I was expecting.
Got it.
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were wastelanders. Dirty, beaten up, looking for a handout. They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You look like you're here for a reason. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Prydwen's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Is this where I get my power armor?
Ha! That's always the first question from the new guys. Let's see.
I've already got
Just
two
fixed him a
suits.
pretty decent T-60 suit. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. It's sitting in Bay 3. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Would it help if I promised not to tell anyone else?
Okay, okay. Get you off my back about it. I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
That's quite a drop.
The enemy had no way of getting to us up there. It was a perfect liftoff point for the vertibirds. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
Your power armor helped you survive the fall?
Yeah, it took the brunt of the impact. But I don't know if I'd call it surviving. The suit was trashed after it landed, and I lost both of my legs. Haven't walked since. Anyway, if you need any work done on your power armor, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Welcome aboard, brother.
So, you're the new knight I heard about. Glad to have you on the team.
I hope this has something to do with our mission.
Alright, so we're going to make it a Model F. Okay, so the MK4 is always on. Headlamp, bright, of course. Almost unbreakable.
Can you believe synths are replacing humans with exact duplicates? Makes me sick. We'll stop the Institute. For Maxon and for the Brotherhood.
We don't need a miscellaneous mod for that, but we will make it Model F. Sprint additional cost. Okay, so I always like to run the optimized servos on one leg and the overdrive servos on another. It balances itself out. So you get an increased sprint speed at additional points, and you have reduced action cost for sprinting. Just to make sure. Okay, so that's that was the servo. This one will be optimized servos. The other one was overdrive. Okay. Do one left.
If you have a moment, there's some...
It has a fusion core in it. Oh, what is my AP cost down for? Okay, let's see. I need to eat a steak.
You'll be on report before you can blink.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is
I'm worried about these recruits. Too green.
head down the deck here. Not sure why all the power armor that I've been coming across is Sprinter's power armor. I mean, that's a legendary mod, like. Okay, so what we're gonna do is come here to Diamond City. And we're gonna sell all the pieces to this power armor.
It's a shame these people have to live in fear. Shelter needs to be stable.
And who better to sell it to than Arturo?
Talk about guns, or maybe you want to consider something.
I'll take a look, sure.
Don't forget to stock up.
Okay. It's not worth much. Go to the cheat room. Okay, so I like to autosave here and there. I've got a mod for to manually autosave and to make a hard save file. And occasionally, when I like to save it periodically and then see if my save loads in. If the saves don't load in, then you know you're having the 0 kilobyte issue, and then you have to go through and pick which save you have to go back to. And who wants to go back to a save file that you got to spend, you know, that was like 3 hours beforehand? So, okay. See, they're all sprinters. There's got to be a mod I've got that's causing that. Yeah, because every piece of power armor is like that. And that's really rather annoying.
Protect and serve.
So let's look through here. It's likely it's gonna do the same thing. So yeah. Why is all the power armor sprinters? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna I'm gonna back out here and go take a look through my mods quick. Because to be honest, I really don't need the extra agility and I really don't need the extra strength. That comes with the Sprinters mod for the power armor. So somewhere in my load order for power armor. That's the carry weight. I'm wondering if it's this one. So I'm going to disable that mod and load my game back in. Because I should still be able to have the almost unbreakable. Okay, so
feels like you can take on the world in there, doesn't it?
Seems like gonna end up with the Sprinter's power armor system shit going on. So go turn that mod back on and go about my business.